was fired for this video that I made about Charlie Kirk, and I regret absolutely nothing. Even knowing what happened, I would post that video and every video I've posted here 1,000 times over. And while I'm disappointed that my employer chose to let me go during a coordinated doxing campaign, I'm not shocked. And this video isn't about my former employer, so please just don't bother them. That's not my intent, because this isn't about me and my employer, former employer. This is about the current culture we're living in, where the Overton window has shifted so far right, where speaking out against the regime is seen as radical, especially if there's a perception that that might harm the bottom line. So it creates a culture where silence is rewarded. And the far right has spent years creating a machine that punishes anyone who speaks out against the system. I mean, think of Turning Point's very own Professor Watchlist that targeted whoever taught what Turning Point deemed to be left propaganda. It's meant to scare companies, schools, institutions into submission, because they know if they can make challenging the system feel dangerous, and when I say the system, I mean white supremacy, Christian nationalism, patriarchy. The fear will do the work for them because it preemptively scares people into complying in advance. It's how capitalism and white supremacy and Christian nationalism work hand in hand. It creates an economy and a job market where workers are reliant on their employers. It makes them afraid of losing their livelihoods. Here's the thing, I'll be fine. Now, don't get me wrong, we're not really in the position for me to be losing my job. It hurts, but I'll be fine. I'm shielded in ways that trans individuals, the Black community, Palestinians have never been. They have been putting their bodies on the line, risking their jobs, risking their safety for generations. This moment feels shocking for a lot of white people because we've mostly been insulated from the fight. Having privilege means putting ourselves in situations that are uncomfortable, because our advocacy means nothing if we abandon it whenever there's actually something at stake. So if saying Charlie Kirk created the culture that killed him results in me losing my job, so be it. I have a lot more to say about my personal experience, about this current moment, about McCarthyism, about how I think a lot of these doxing attempts are in response to COVID and the Black Lives Matter movement as like revenge. Because I have more time now, I'm going to be saying a lot of that on Substack. My first long form video is already up. The long version is behind a paywall for a couple reasons. One, because I did lose my job, but also because I want to keep trolls out and use this as a space to really build community for people who want to dive deeper into these discussions. I'd love if you subscribed. Regardless, from the bottom of my heart, want to thank everybody here who's helped me build this platform, who's in this fight. It gives me hope.
If you like Charlie Kirk, if you like Donald Trump, if you're a conservative, answer something for me. This is a quote from Charlie Kirk. Quote, "Hate speech does not legally exist in America. There's ugly speech, there's gross speech, there's evil speech, and all of it is protected by the First Amendment. Keep America free." Okay. And then this week, this is Attorney General Pam Bondi, hand-selected by Donald Trump, saying, quote, "There's free speech and then there's hate speech, and there is no place, especially after what happened to Charlie, for hate speech in our society. We will absolutely target you, go after you, if you are targeting anyone with hate speech." Donald Trump echoing those same words later. So what is it? I think the answer is that Donald Trump is actually using this moment to go after his political opponents and use the government, weaponize the government to go after free speech, to go after people like Jimmy Kimmel. He's signed executive orders against law firms. He wants to target nonprofits. And if you like Charlie Kirk and you believe the first quote I said, you can't believe both. Interesting.